The spider's web is one of the strongest materials in the world. The silky spider thread, less than 1 millimeter across, is 5 times stronger than steel of the same dimensions. This thread can stretch up to 4 times its own length. It is so light that a thread stretching 3 times around the world would weigh no more than 1 kilogram. All spiders produce threads with different properties, and these threads can be restored to their original states. A spider can easily turn a damaged web back into silk again. For example, the spider, Diadematos, uses the secretion glands in its abdomen to produce 7 different types of thread. The DuPont Company, the world's largest manufacturer of chemical substances, initiated a major research study to examine spider thread. At the end of this long research, costing tens of millions of dollars, the molecular structure of spider thread was finally unraveled in the DuPont laboratories. Following that, this molecular structure was imitated to produce the strongest known material in the world, Kevlar. Although nowhere nearly as strong and resistant as spider thread, Kevlar is still the strongest material capable of being produced by man. Traveling at 150 meters a second, a bullet makes a hole in whatever it hits. Yet it cannot penetrate Kevlar. Kevlar is used in the production of bulletproof vests, in aircraft carrier hawsers to bring planes to a halt, in mine shoes, in the space industry, and everywhere where strength is essential. Yet spider thread, which man imitated to produce Kevlar, is a great deal stronger than Kevlar itself. In other words, using the most advanced technology and finest laboratories, the best scientists in the world studied the thread produced by a tiny insect and tried to imitate it. Even then, they still failed to match the ability of this tiny creature. That is because God created the spider. God gave this little creature the magnificent abilities it possesses. Skyscrapers, the pride of the 21st century. Yet these imposing structures gave rise to a new problem that would stretch the minds of architects and engineers. Keeping the outsides of tall buildings clean. Many companies all over the world conducted research and tried to find a solution to this problem. Yet the answer finally came not from laboratories and technology, but from somewhere very familiar, from nature. This is a lotus flower, known as the white lily. It grows in muddy and dirty environments. Yet its leaves are always clean. There are specks of dust on the surface of the lotus. Yet the flower gets rid of them in a most interesting manner. The lotus directs the drops of rain on its leaves towards the dust particles. The raindrops gather up all the dust, and the leaves are again spotless. The lotus thus always remains clean. This feature of the lotus is today used in the design of building exteriors. One company, ISPO, even produced an external cladding material known as Lotusan. The difference between the two faces can be seen clearly. That on the right cleanses itself, just like the lotus, with raindrops. A plant offers a solution to a problem which the finest architects, engineers, and material-producing companies were unable to solve. In order to solve the problem, the plant needs physics, chemistry, molecular biology, and industrial design. Yet it possesses neither eyes, ears, nor brain. The fact that the lotus plant possesses such a system, or that it is able to clean its outside in this way, is proof that God created it. This is how God reveals that there are proofs in plants in nature for people of understanding. It is He who sends down water from the sky. Thus we bring forth plants of every type with it. We produce green vegetation from it. We produce close-growing grain from it, and the palm trees laden with clusters of dates close at hand produced from pollen, as well as orchards full of grapes, olives, and pomegranates, which are so similar and yet dissimilar. Look at their fruit as He causes it to grow and ripen. In that there are signs for people who believe. The accidents taking place in these driving tests happen hundreds of times every day, all over the world. Yet in the near future, we may be seeing no more of these awful accidents. Scientists are studying how to do away with this problem forever. And they are inspired by a living thing in nature. Locusts. Locusts have solved their own traffic problem, which is even worse than that facing man. These flying insects travel in swarms of many millions. Yet they never hit one another. The secret behind this is an electrical perception given them by God. An organ on the front of the locust sends out an electrical signal. Allowing it to identify the location of other locusts and immediately change direction. Modern scientists are thinking of using this method employed by locusts to solve the problem of traffic accidents, and are planning vehicles which can sense each other's presence. Aeroplanes, one of the benefits of developing transport technology. It is now easy to travel at high speeds with modern technology. The difficult thing is to be fast, but also quiet. Every edge of the wing creates turbulence during flight. Miniature whirlwinds behind the wing caused by the turbulence produce noise. That noise increases as these whirlwinds come together. Engineers seeking to eliminate that noise turned in the direction of nature and found that the solution was already there. The animal that has succeeded in doing this is the owl, the most silent flyer in nature. One of the reasons why owls fly so quietly is the undulations in their wings. Owl wings possess rough feathers absent in other birds. These can be seen with the naked eye. These muffle the noise caused by turbulence. Owls also have fine feathers, which make their wings soft. During flight, these eliminate the noise made by feathers rubbing together. Modern designers have taken advantage of this property of owls' wings and are planning modifications to aeroplane wings. They believe this will reduce aeroplane noise.